Alright, y'all. Well, I'm picking these greens, but I figured I may as well sit down here and make a video while I'm picking them. Y'all don't mind me. Give me 2 socks. 2 socks. Okay. Get my stuff. I got to get my buckets and things together. Get my buckets here. Got to have my buckets and my stuff. Ooh, I'm sitting up under my carport. Ooh. Yeah. So nice to have a place to sit and do something. In the shade, it's a little breeze every now and again. Ooh. The mosquitoes ain't tearing me up. Alright, y'all. So, what do I want to talk about in this video? I don't know. It ought to be something I want to talk about. See, that's why sometimes I just go ahead and say what I'm going to say when I'm filming, because I think about all kind of nice videos to do while I'm talking, and then I forget all about what I'm supposed to be talking about. Y'all tell me how y'all fall gardens is going down in the comment section, how everything is doing. I know a lot of people had agreed with me that fall gardening is, you know, a little bit easier proposition, you know, than sometimes spring gardening. And I know that depends on the person and the area, so I know that, you know, your mileage may vary. But yeah, y'all, I just been enjoying it. It's been cooler. Some of my stuff is trying to come back and almost like produce again, like my cushion and stuff. And sometimes that's why I tell y'all don't be so fast to rip stuff out, depending on where you live, because I have so much more season left. Even though it's October, I grow all the way into, like, I can grow summer stuff like squash and stuff all the way into December a lot of times, because we're not going to have no frost. We usually don't have frost until November. Now, when we start having those frosts we usually don't have frost until January, or sometime not until February. So, you know, that's why I'm slow to pull certain stuff if I got the space for it, and if it's looking good and looking like it's gonna do something. So, you know, y'all be hesitant, you know, sometimes. I ain't saying with everything. Some stuff gotta go. Some stuff senses the days shortening, and it'll start giving up on you. So, you know, be on the lookout for plants like that. Like Roselle, that's actually what makes it start putting on calyxes, is it starts sensing the days are shorter. It doesn't even matter what size the plant is. When the days start shortening, it generally will start putting on calyxes. Now, the first time I grew Jamaican Sor, I didn't have the best success because I didn't put it in enough sunlight. It likes a bit more sun, so, you know. But as far as my greens and everything, child, that stuff is looking fabulous. It's looking fabulous. And those butterfly moths, I got to keep them off of there. I'm throwing, see what I'm talking about? This one, I'm throwing the stems. I'm throwing the stems in the leaf bucket and the leaves in the stem bucket. I done did it again. Jesus. Got to stay on task. Stay on task. And let me say this to you all. I was watching Best Yet Journey. Yeah. I was watching her earlier, and she said something that I really wish more gardeners would say. She said, I'm not teaching anybody how to garden. I'm still learning myself. I'm just showing y'all, what I be doing, or. And I got to thinking to myself, I said, why don't more gardeners say that? It'd be so funny, because I was watching somebody else, can't remember who. And I don't think the woman meant no harm, but she said she was like, they ain't been gardening that long. Maybe 2 years or so. And don't get me wrong, everybody learning abilities is different. Some people learn a whole lot in 2 years. Some people don't learn nothing in 2 years. It just depends. And I could tell by the lady's garden that she has learned some things. Because her garden looked good. I can tell she's learned some things. But then, of course, say some other things, and I said, okay, well, she haven't been down that road yet. She'll learn in a minute. When she go, sometimes you have to travel the road in order to learn where you're going. But I want to caution people, if you ain't been gardening that long, you know doggone well, because sometimes you know when you unsure of some things. You know what I'm saying? Even I be unsure of stuff sometimes. You know when you unsure of something. Please do not go on your channel and be telling people this how you do, and you know you unsure. Now, if you've done that several times before and you've had the same results, which proves that, more or less you know what the outcome is going to be, that's a different story. And you don't have to be gardening for 1,000,000 years. I'm not telling people to not tell their experiences. I'm just cautioning you against, child. And like I said, you can just tell when people are just regurgitating things. And then I'm also cautioning you against something else. I can't hardly stand this. And I'm just going to go ahead on and say it. Some people be stealing some people's ideas and passing it off as their own, child, and that bothers me. And y'all tell me, do that bother y'all when people take ideas and things and pass them off as their own? Because that worries the hell out of me. I mean it. Because it's like, you ain't even had the wherewithal to even think of anything like that. But then you saw it on somebody else's channel. And you're going to say it on your channel. But you're not going to tell where you got it from. And you're not going to tell the people to go watch their channel. And I'm not telling, did nobody get nothing from, I'll be doggone if I ain't doing that again. Putting this stems. I need to stay on task. Anyway, that bothers me, because if I get something from somebody else, I'll give credit and say where I got it from. You know what I mean? Some of these techniques I'm seeing, and people are saying, oh yeah, I went over to such and such channel, and they told me about that. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, but so-and-so been doing that since before they even had a channel. You see what I'm saying? People just be, child, they be out here in these gardening streets. Who knew thugs? Because it's thug behavior. In my opinion, it's thug behavior. When you just, at all costs, you want people to think you know what you... And you guess what? You probably do know some of what you're talking about. You probably do. You probably really do know something about what you're talking about. But, it doesn't hurt anybody to give credit where credit is due. That's all I'm saying. Because, like I said, these people be out here just perpetrating. And I just be like, ooh. And let me say this, if you new to this YouTube game, you got people that's really, they scam artists and they gaming folks. They really don't know what the hell they doing. I'm just gonna be honest. Some of them don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. And I hate it because I see other people who really admire them. Okay, let me say this. Well, let me finish my thought. I see people that really admire them doing what they say to do in their videos, and then their garden never looks anything like the person who's telling you to do this stuff. If they're telling you to do this stuff and your garden never looks even remotely like theirs, it's because they're doing something that they're not telling you. See, that's what some people will soon find out. You know, that's why I try to tell people, you know, exactly what I be doing. Your garden can look just like mine. If you know. But see, I have told y'all, gardening ain't for the faint of heart either. Some people want to do certain things, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Like, for instance, people be wanting me to go on vacation and stuff in the middle of the gardening season. Are you out of your mind? So I'm just wasn't supposed to let my stuff die. I'm really trying to understand. Going on extravagant trips and then talking about they're serious gardeners. In what world? In what world? Because who taking care of your stuff? Now, maybe you got somebody there that can, but I don't know. I have trust issues, especially when it comes to my food. And I'm not saying you can't sneak off for a little something. I'm talking about y'all gone for a month. What? How can you? Child, I have a stroke if I came back and all my stuff was dead or looking crazy. Hell, I be here and killing stuff. Y'all see what I told y'all early in the season when I told y'all don't be like me? Sitting up waiting on the rain and waiting on the weatherman, and didn't I tell you? And how was my stuff looking? Crazy. And I was right here at the house. So I can only imagine a person go on an extravagant trip for a month, how their stuff was looking when they got back. Child, just go on and say you don't want a garden. Guess what? Your YouTube channel don't even have to be about gardening. People will watch anything. If people will watch other people eat food, or as nasty as this is, people watch, they like to have them foot fetishes, they watch people doing stuff with their feet, whatever they be doing. If people will watch that, they'll watch your idiotic ass talk about whatever you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, people kill me. People kill me. Everybody don't have to be a gardener. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have to be doing all that. You don't have to be, you know, out here making like, oh, this is what I do in my garden and this is how I do it. Just lying. You don't be doing, you that ain't what you doing, because that's your stuff looking green and the people that's following your advice, they stuff is brown. So just for anybody who don't understand, if you following somebody and you keep wondering, how come my stuff, it ain't you. And I hate to do that too. People don't understand how you kill people. And I don't like to kill people's self-esteem. Y'all don't understand how much it bothers me in the world that people have all this low self-esteem, all this anxiety, all of this stuff bothers me. You want to know why? Because all of it. Okay, you ever threw a rock in a pond? Or a pebble, or it's not a big rock, a little rock. Throw a little rock in a pond, and it go in the middle and it ripple out. It ripple all the way out till it get to the edge of the pond. You know what I'm saying? Or it go a long way. You know, if you're in a big old lake, it may not make it to the edge. But what I'm saying is, in the little body of water, even in a bathtub, throw a pebble or marble or something, and watch how the water ripple out. That's how it is in society. When you take your low self-esteem butt and jump out in the water of society, your energy ripples through society. Now, some people like me are more resistant to that, meaning, no offense, but I try to get away from people like that. Like, well, here's the thing. I don't try to get away from them. I try to gauge the water, because what I do is when I kind of feel, because I can feel certain energies. When I feel that, I'm like, okay. Don't beat yourself up so much. Don't let negative thoughts take over your day so much. Chill out sometime. You gonna be all right, but you gotta quit. You tearing your own self down, cause really that's what anxiety is: the irrational, negative thought patterns. Notice what I said: irrational. They're not rational; they're irrational. And it's like this girl told me. I was talking to somebody, and she said, you know, she's a counselor and she works with children. Praise the Lord, because somebody needs to work with the children. And she said, you know, so many people feel like anxiety and stuff like that is a death sentence. Like once you you're going to be so debilitated with that for the rest of your life. And she was like, that's not necessarily the case. And people said, she said, does it necessarily go away? No, but you can train yourself and have ways to get that under control. And when she said that, that struck a chord with me, because I was like, well, finally somebody said something that I figured was the case. That at least you can calm down some of that. Now, I'm not saying every case is the same. Nope. But what I am saying is you can calm some of that down, and you don't have to be so foolish with it. Because some people take that stuff to the hilt, and people that's destined to be negative, yes, I get away from them people. They call me what you want, baby. I'm not finna stand around your negative ass all day. Not doing it. Not doing it. Period. You know what I'm saying? Now, am I a realist? Yeah, I'm not gonna blow smoke up nobody's behind. But am I just gonna beat up on myself? Oh, when I plant this out here, it's probably not gonna work. Or it's probably not gonna. If you're a gardener or you know a gardener like that, share this video with them so they can hear what I'm telling them. Stop always thinking it's you. And I was saying, I'll let to say, these people will show you little stuff they do in their garden. They're not showing you all of it. You wonder why your garden don't look like theirs. And then what they're doing is they're tearing your self-esteem down, because in your head you thinking, well, dog, I can't even get it. You know, they giving me what to do and I can't even get it. It's not you, sweetheart. It's them. You have some narcissistic people out here that they want people watching them so bad that they will tell you anything. Anything. And understand it ain't just about gardening. That's why I promise you, please, I'm one of the realest gardeners, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the only one. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them that's going to show you exactly, and I have told you how to spot them. The people who show you the good, bad, and the ugly, those are the ones who you need to pay attention to. And you need to slowly wean yourself off of these people who never show you anything bad. Because you mean to tell me you went the whole season and you ain't killed nothing? Nothing at all you ain't killed. I don't believe it. You mean to tell me it's not one misstep you've made? Everything has been unicorns and rainbows the whole season? Get out of here. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? That's just like people on Facebook. I ain't on Facebook, but when I was, people who, if you gloom and doom all the time, unfriend. I be pressing so fast. If you rainbows and sunshine all the time, or all the time is, oh, I bought a Mercedes this week. Ooh, this week I bought a Maserati. Ooh, next week I'm going to buy a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just bought a mansion this week. Ooh, I bought another mansion the next week. Every time it's just some exotic, these, like they said, these exotic one-off trips you keep taking. Okay. Your hot water heater don't break. Your dog don't get sick, got to go to the vet. You don't ever get no flat tire. How come you don't post that? So I don't have time for people it's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to quit. These people, they watches too much TV. Reality TV got y'all thinking that everything is magnificent. When you see them people that wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a full face of makeup, I assure you they were not asleep. They did not go to bed like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, at some point, this stuff has to be realistic. And when it's not realistic, disband with it. Don't matter what it is. And in this case, I'm talking specifically about gardening. That's how you can pick and choose who to watch. And it just kills me. Like, sometimes, y'all ever been somewhere and you just survey the room and you hear somebody talking and you like, do you all really believe this foolishness? Y'all really believe this foolishness? You know what I'm saying? And I just be looking around. And I just be like, Lord have mercy. And I hate it for people, because it's people out here really trying to You never know why somebody is gardening or doing anything that they do. It's some people probably really out here need to do this for their health, not only their physical or dietary health. They need to do it for their mental health. And you got people out here, I don't know whether they're doing it consciously or subconsciously, destroying people's mental health with foolishness. Foolishness. Absolute foolishness. And to me, I think it's an evil person when at some level you can't see. Because this is the thing. They know they're doing stuff behind closed doors that they're not showing. They know that. You mean to tell me they don't eat you up inside? Look, I go back on my videos and tell y'all that the time I dried, I did wash it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I go back and tell people that because I left a step out. I forgot to film that. Because I just be so worried. I be wanting y'all to get it all. You know what I'm saying? Certain videos, if I don't have it all the way I want it, you know, may not see the light of day. Because I want to make sure it's accurate and it's done right. You know, I don't want to be setting up, doing things, and I'm leaving out steps and then you wonder why you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that knows me, if they ask me a question, unfortunately, people think they can ask you a question and you can just answer with, yeah, do this, do that. I got news for you. As a gardener, if anybody's answering your questions like that, they don't see the big picture. I get people to ask me, how did you grow your greens? Or how did you know what I'm saying? I get people that ask that. Or better yet, they'll ask me, let me give you a better example. They may get some plants or something and ask, you know, how should they take care of said plants? Well, I get your question, but the thing is, I have to tailor that to your zone. I have to tailor that to what you're growing in. I have to tailor that. You get what I'm saying? You can't give a one size fits all answer. If somebody's giving you answers like that, that should be a sign. Like if they never ask you, well, what zone do you live in? Because honestly, some people have asked me about stuff, and I'd be like, no offense, you have no business growing that in your zone. I'm not saying you can't try it, just understand it's going to be very difficult. For instance, I'll continue like an idiot. Continue, but I'm determined. But understand that I have built up my gardening confidence to a point where when I kill stuff, I don't care. Like some of y'all, it bothers y'all if it bothers you when you kill stuff, don't try this risky stuff. Learn some easy stuff. Build your confidence up. But I continue to try to grow papayas. And I'm going to tell you the problem with that. Because once again, I keep looking at Robbie. Robbie be there in California and them papayas be looking so good. And let me say this, I probably ain't got no business growing them. I tasted the papaya in the store, y'all. Ooh, I don't even know if I like them things. But I know there's a lot of factors behind the papayas in the store. They are picked so early that the flavor is not right. They're about half rotten by the time, you get what I'm saying? So I'm going to try them anyway, but my point is this. I be looking at people in California, Southern California to be specific, and in the Caribbean and places like this where it don't freeze. And I know it don't freeze. And I continue to keep trying to grow papayas. And I know we don't get a lot of freezing, but we get at least 1 or 3 days of freeze. That's all it takes. It don't take much for papaya. Papaya don't like all that coldness. But I continue. But see, once again, I'm determined to persevere. I see if Nature 9 doing it in, well, now did he move to Atlanta? He used to be in Tennessee. I won't say he moved to Georgia. I ain't gonna say Atlanta, but Georgia. I be making on like Atlanta. It's the whole of Georgia. Anyway, but yeah, y'all just, you know, that's why I try to caution people. I'll be real with you and tell you, don't do that. Don't grow. Just, let me tell you, you're gonna have hell out of that. Are you the type that can take hell? Cause see, I got a friend very intelligent, but the girl, she can't persevere very well. Her little feelings and her little, she wears her heart on her sleeve, her little stuff get hurt. She too tender. Just like I said, I'm tough. I'm like, I was raised by old bats, and I'm tough like old bat too. I'm not saying I don't have emotions and feelings and things, but I'm saying it take a lot. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, yeah, I bust out crying. A child now, it take me a lot. I done been some places and been through some things. Baby, all that breaking down, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those that do. I'm just saying it take all types out. It take all types. Like I said, my best friend, she wear hard on her sleeve, just as Tim, and she about halfway probably get tired of me because I be saying, girl, toughen up a little bit, toughen up. People didn't like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Jesus wasn't doing nothing to nobody. People didn't like Jesus. What make them think they gonna like you? See, that's what, I was raised to go out in the world and just assume that somebody not gonna like you. Now, if everybody don't like you, you need to make adjustments. But if nobody, let me see where we at. Okay. But if nobody likes you, make adjustments. But everybody ain't gonna like you, so just get over it. Jesus out here saving souls and they killed him. So, I am but a mere mortal. Like I'm saying, they killing folk for less. So, you feel me? So it's just, understand who you are in this gardening game. Be careful who you listen to. I know I done preached this before, but I'm just trying to give y'all a little game of how to pick, because Lord have mercy when that person said, oh yeah, and I got this tip from so-and-so and so-and-so. And I'm thinking to myself, and I bet you that mofo didn't even give credit to the original person who he seen it from. And I hate that. That's why I give credit. I'll tell you, go on so-and-so channel. They do it better than I do. I don't never want to be out here in this world and they talking about, yeah, she taking credit for other people's stuff. That's so trifling. People just trifling. They just want you to watch. Just, whoa, watch me. I know everything. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. But anyway, I get impassioned about this stuff because, people out here in the world, it's just trifling. I think I was born in the wrong era. Look like I hear some talking. Better nobody walk up on me back here. I'm back in the back. But yeah, y'all just keep your head up, persevere through, watch out for these folks. And if your stuff ain't turning, don't be so fast to think that it's you. Reevaluate some things and don't be so fast to beat yourself up. And even if it is you, be objective about it. Say, okay, I missed, because the whole game is to learn the lesson. That's the game, to learn the lesson. If you learn the lesson, you won. You see what I'm saying? That's people they want to take on this Western philosophy of win, lose. It's only one way to win, and that's if your stuff grow and look perfect. No. If you learn the lesson, you won. If you learn something for next time, you have won. Because you are more intelligent than you were 5 minutes ago. You get what I'm saying? So, trying to empower you all out here to not listen to these idiots and don't let them drag you down, because misery loves company. I'm not miserable, so I don't need any company. So, y'all keep that in your back pocket. Till next time, see you guys later.